Bitcoin is worthless artificial gold.
You're not producing anything.
Crypto, and that simply flooded the system with money.
Yes, we did.
To suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold.
Now, that is not something I think the world needs.
There's a lot going on in that message. A lot going on in that message. And we're back at it. We are back at it, guys. And I don't have anything pulled up. Hold on. I got to get this. I got to get this situated up here. I need to get this situated up here real quick. There we go. Look at that. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 962,203. TikTok next block. And right now, at this moment in time, you can get 1,576 Satoshis. That's right. That's a lot. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's get into it. We don't have no intro discussion today, but let's get into it and see what's going on. See what's going. We got a late start. We got a late start today, so let's see. Let's see what's going on over here. Looky, looky. Look who we have here. Bitcoin Streisand. Sorry, everyone. I snapped at everyone for the BIP 110 thing. What the heck do I know? I just wanted to protect Bitcoin, and I was fighting for what I thought was right. No child abuse. And yeah. I don't know who to trust, and I'm just a dumb rock that thought I knew a lot. I just wanted to apologize. I don't know if I'm right or wrong still. More confused. But yeah, sorry to everyone. I really got brainwashed and couldn't understand why everyone didn't care about BIP 110. I learned a lot, said a lot of crazy stuff. Always liked this channel, but when I thought everyone who didn't support BIP 110 was just child abusers, I got a little effed up. I thought maybe I'm speaking in child abuse supporters channel. I'm just saying sorry for the anger as usual. My poor mind, no excuse. I've been a peasant my whole life, and when I found BTC, it changed me. Hey, Streisand, good to see you back. We missed you. I just thought I was fighting a good fight. So yeah, as long as y'all As long as you are all for the 21 cap and don't support child abuse, I'm wondering if I can chill. I understand if you're mad and don't want me here. You okay if I chill? I got super mad in the past. I don't blame you if you don't want Streisand. Low key. Streisand always welcome. Just glad you're back. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, Streisand. So I'm gonna say something, and I don't need you to get frustrated about it. Okay. Okay. When you said your piece and you said your stuff, I wasn't disrespectful to you. Nothing. I was very polite. Okay. So, first of all, the way you acted was absolutely out of pocket. Now, does that mean that I don't like you as a person? Does that mean I don't want you? Absolutely not. It's not what that means. I think that you were either misinformed on the BIP 110 stuff, or you were going down a rabbit hole on the BIP 110 stuff, and maybe you were kind of in this mindset, right? I just want to know if you got the Red Bull today. I didn't get the Red Bull today, Trent. I didn't. But listen up here, Streisand. You came in here and you called everybody pedophiles. You called me a pedophile to my kids. You said that I was doing that to my children, my own children, the ones you've seen on this stream. Now, with that being said, that was a little messed up. And I'll forgive you 100%. No, I never said leave. I never said leave. No, I never said leave. I never said you have to leave. I'm talking with you like an adult. Okay? If you choose to leave right now, then that's up to you. I'm not telling you to leave. I'm just communicating and talking with you. That's all I'm doing. And I'm just giving you my 2 cents based off of exactly what you've put in the chat. Okay? I don't dislike you. I'm just happy you understand and see that the BIP 110 stuff wasn't really what it was being made out to be. Matthew Cratter and all these people were pumping this thing up and calling everybody who doesn't support it like child abusers or pedophiles. It was so far from the truth. And a lot of people aligned with them because they were thinking and believing that if you supported this, then you were. And it's 100% not true. Like 100% not true. It's actually, it was kind of sad that they resorted to fear mongering or to shaming or to like saying things like even of that nature in general, you know? Hold on. I got lost. Hold on. Where am I at? You got to understand, BIP 110 was preaching that core was all for child. Yeah, they were. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. And I couldn't handle it. And no one said any shit about it. And I was just like, yeah, exactly. They did. You're not the only one, bro. They did it to a lot of people. And a lot of people had no idea what they were even voting for, essentially. A lot of people had no clue what they were voting for. So no, you're 100%. You're 100% right. It's like, why is everyone not awake to it? Yeah. Fair enough. I'll leave. Okay. I mean, I'm not telling you to leave, brother, but BIP 110, yeah. I'm just apologizing at you, and that's what BIP 110 did to me. And I just thought, why wouldn't anyone say anything about it? More fear means more clicks and pumps their bags. Yeah, exactly, Trent. That's fair. So Streisand, listen to what Off Ramp Radio, aka Trent, is saying here. Cratter and his little crew, his little posse, his little cult. Not saying you, the devs and the influencers, right? They were saying things to pump their bags, creating videos to pump their bags, creating videos to have people to believe whatever they wanted them to believe, essentially. That's why a lot of people called it cultish. because they were just saying these random things, throwing everybody under the bus, dismissing Michael Saylor and everything he's ever done for Bitcoin. And it was so far from the truth. And when they started using these trigger words to get people in, they were like, for some reason, they just couldn't see anything other than what they were just being fed by these handful of people. I'm not talking about people like you and I, you know, smaller people, regular everyday people. I'm talking about the influencers, the plebs, the people that have a lot of views and, you know, and stuff, you know, viewers and stuff like that. That's what they were doing. And us on the other side, essentially, in a nutshell, there was part of us that was understanding the aspect of Bitcoin and a soft fork and a chain split. That was one part of it. But they were utilizing and reciprocating and just spewing out of the mouth nonsense for it to become a hot button topic. And that's what happened, man. And you're not the only one. They did this to a lot of people. A lot of people. After releasing, I don't think I'm healthy because I just went down the rabbit hole. Yeah, and no one said shit and felt weird. Like, why aren't you guys saying anything? So a lot of us on the opposing side, I guess, if you would say, a lot of us didn't say anything because we didn't want to cater to the antics of nonsense that was being spewed out, which wasn't true. You know how if you have two individuals and you guys both start yelling at each other, it just kind of becomes a big cluster of like of nonsense. Nothing gets done, right? You don't achieve anything, right? You start yelling and you start yelling, but then you have one person yelling and the other person's kind of calm and collective and just saying, dude, that's crazy. That's exactly the best way to describe it. It was the best way to describe it. Hey, Backpack fan, what's up? Vic Shoots. Vic Shoots in the house, guys. And Trent and Streisand. Look at guys, Streisand's here. Yo, VHF, what's up, motherfucker? Where you been at, fool? I'm just like, why does no one say anything? Anyways, just saying sorry. Have a good show. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. You know, and the thing too, Streisand, is this. And I say this with respect. I want to talk to you like a man. I want to talk to you like an adult, okay? Because we're both men here, all right? We're both adults. So don't take anything. Nothing I'm saying to you is personal. I'm just speaking. And sometimes the way things come out, sometimes when things get said, it's just kind of the way it is. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you're not welcome here. I'm not saying that at all. But in the manner that you did present yourself, it was a little out of pocket, regardless that there was a disagreement. Regardless that there was a disagreement, brother. But I forgive you for that. I do. I forgive you for that. Okay? 100%. How's that tri-tip dinner, though, bro? Oh, bro, that shit was good. Tri-tip dinner was good. Here, let me get you guys up here real quick. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Good shoots. Trent. Hold up. Let me go back here. And yeah, VHF's like, don't put me on the wheel, backpacker. Don't put me on the wheel, backpacker. I'm like, all right, VHF, don't beat me up. Don't beat me up, VHF. Big Trent, Streisand, boom. Fanny and Packer, yes. Anyway, sorry, it affected me. No excuses, just my abusive upbringing. It triggered me clearly. I'm fucked up, so sorry. And yeah, just take care, all right? Check it out, bro. Here's the deal. Streisand, you want to jump on the show? You want to jump on the show? Let me know. We'll get you on the show. You don't have to show your face. And you can come on here and you can verbally speak. You can just kind of like block yourself out. And then or I can set it so where it's like, you know, we don't see you and you can talk. If that's something you'd want to do, I'm more than happy to bring you up here so you can articulate how you feel or anything like that. Or anybody by that matter. Anybody. If anybody wants to jump on a live, let me know. If anybody wants to jump on a live, jump up here and talk and whatever, dude, just let me know. I'll send you guys a link. I don't want no kids to be. I was triggered. Yeah, and listen up here, bro. If you know, I don't think you think I'm for that. You know, I think he was really out of just kind of frustration and anger, you know, kind of speaking out of like kind of, you were just kind of like you were peaking, and which is cool. We all peak, bro. We all get into situations like that. I don't think anybody here, anybody that I know or interact with wants that for any minor. You get what I'm saying? 100%. Used on chain and everyone got mad at me, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, because you want to know why? They got mad at you. See, they're quick to be your friends and tell you everybody to hate or what to do and to feed your brain with all this stuff. I'm telling you, it was a cult. I'm telling you, it was a cult. It really was. I wouldn't say 100% for everybody because that's a blanket statement, but for majority, it was a cult. And the thing is that, yeah, as soon as you turned your back or did something different or decided to use your brain, right? Because you're a smart guy. You decided to use your brain and say, I'm not gonna do this. That as soon as you turn away and do something different other than what they can see, you were the enemy. F you, F this, F you, you're this, you're that, you're this and that, huh? Really, really interesting how, because that's how they were with everybody. Luke was blocking everybody. Bro, Crater, I had so much respect for Crater. So much respect for Crater. And then everything is out the window. Everything is completely out the window with him. 100%. What's up, VHF? People attacked back here, so I didn't get a good feeling, but okay, take care. Just saying sorry. All right. I mean, people attacked back here because of the stuff you were saying, though, bro. You called Jor a pedophile. You did. You called me a pedophile. How could anybody? I was actually the only one that really didn't clap back at you. I was calm, cool, collective. I can go back and rewatch the stream. I didn't say anything bad. I was just simply neutral. I felt a particular way, but I didn't act on it. Other people may have, but I can't control because I believe in open forum here. You know what I mean? Like, I believe in an open forum. It takes a lot for me to block somebody because I believe in everybody having freedom of speech in this chat and to be able to articulate themselves and say what they want. Now, obviously, if things obviously got out of hand and, you know, beyond what it was, and then, you know, it's a different story. But why would I block you? Why? Because you said something I don't agree with? Of course not. What? How does that make me? How does that make me look? My way's the only way? No, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I'm saying with what you're saying, I may not agree with what you're saying, but it doesn't mean I need to act out on it. Or with the 110 thing, like, hey, that's the beautiful thing about Bitcoin is we have the freedom of choice, the freedom to choose. Bitcoin's for our enemies, Bitcoin's for our friends, Bitcoin's for good, and Bitcoin's for bad. That's just the way it is. And that's a beautiful thing. It really is. Good night. That's what BIP10 did to me. It made me think everyone was for it, and it felt insane and too obvious. But I guess I have a lot to learn. So the thing is, Streisand, is you need to align yourself with individuals that are well-rounded, that know a lot about Bitcoin, know a lot about psychology, know a lot about being optimistic in life, right? Because Bitcoin isn't just like, oh, Bitcoin and that's the world. No, I don't preach that here on my channel. Bitcoin is a tool. It's a utility that we use in our real life. Because in the real world, the world I'm in right now, like in the world you're in, and everybody else in this chat, that's the real world. It's called real life. I can touch stuff, right? I have to communicate with people. Bitcoin needs to bring out the best in all of us, and the best in you, and the best in me, right? Bitcoin is for us to communicate and to be able to learn how to interact with one another, and to take Bitcoin principles and adopt those and bridge those principles into real life. That's what I call bridging the gap. I preach that all the time. But you got to surround yourself around individuals, around people that are just level-headed and can look at both sides, not just one. Because I didn't inherently think that Bitcoin 10 was bad. You got what I'm saying? I just think that the way they went about it was absolutely bad. And it was absolutely rushed. Fair enough. Take care, guys. I get it. Take care. Wait, didn't get invited for steak? Bro, that was so good. Oh my God. I'm like so lazy right now. We did like, they did volunteering today. They got back later. It was just everything was just running behind today. So I was like scrambling to get ready. And I was like, dude, am I going to jump up on a live today? Like, am I going to do a laptop or am I just going to do a mobile? And I was like, let me do a mobile outside, throw something together quick. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about today. I didn't have anything like planned. I haven't really scrolled through X and I'm like nothing, bro. I'm just chilling. Just chilling. I just didn't understand why no one defended the children or say anything about it. I don't feel like people needed to say anything about it because you were so irate and it was just so out there in the manner that you did it. For us to feel like we needed to justify that not everybody in the chat was a child, you know what? Just didn't make sense. Like none of us felt the need to justify that. You get what I'm saying? Like that's like me walking down the street and feeling like I need to justify myself because everybody thinks I'm a child, you know what? But I'm not. That's in their head. I was supposed to know. I was pretty convinced that core was corrupted when I compared. Yeah, because when you listen to Crater and all those guys, dude, I'm telling you, it's a cult. They went downhill, man, quick. I thought, why the F would anyone support core? Yeah, because that's what they were preaching, bro. And they got you. But I'm happy that you see different now. I'm happy that you see otherwise because that's far from the truth. Anyways, yeah, it made me think, why would anyone want to support this and not explain? Because there was no reason to justify or to explain anything because there was nothing to explain. I know that sounds crazy to say it like that, but that's the truth. I've been here since 2017. I don't know dumbass rock, or I get triggered because it's like, yeah. The Bible says that a person would be better to tie a millstone to their neck and cast themselves into the sea than to harm a child. Absolutely. That's 100% true. It's 100% true. Why was I the only one defending the children? Because we didn't feel the need to justify ourselves. I'll speak to the people in the chat that was there that night when that happened. I don't think VHF felt the need to justify himself as not being a child, you know what? Because that's such an outlandish thing to say. I think instead of projecting or looking outwards into why we or the other people haven't said that or defended the children, I think it's different. I think you got to look internal and look inside you to figure out why they did what they did, why you just believed what they said and didn't do. You got to look at both sides. If you looked at both sides, you'd see that was far from the truth. And that's why I said, when I say cultish, I mean cultish literally. Bitcoin 10 doesn't stop CP on Bitcoin. It doesn't. It doesn't stop it. What's going on, peep? Yo, Spaceman and Jack are in the house. Spaceman and Jack. Spaceman and Jack. What's up, brother? What's going on, Spaceman? What's going on, man? Anyways, that's how I felt. No excuse. And you're not wrong for feeling that way. It's just, unfortunately, you were used. And that's exactly what Crater and all those guys were doing. They were feeding people a bunch of nonsense. And for anybody who didn't do enough research, fell right into their trap. But man, all I had was love and I didn't see the core side. Yeah. See, this is what I was talking about is don't trust, verify. This is perfect. And be optimistic. It's so ironic that you jumped into this stream today because today was just a vibe day. And I said Wednesday vibes, it's Wednesday, it's a hump day, right? We're halfway through, most of us are halfway through our week. Don't trust, verify, and be optimistic. Number one, we have to be optimistic, brother. That's number one, no matter what. Number two is we don't trust, we verify, Streisand. And those guys were completely out of pocket. And us on the other side, see, the thing is, it wasn't Bitcoin versus Core and knots versus this and you see, that's the whole picture. That was that wedge. That was that divide that was going on for so long. People didn't have the opportunity to really even choose sides because it was like you were put in a position to have to choose a side. You couldn't just be down the middle. People would ask, people were sending me messages. Hey, are you BIP 110? Are you knots? Are you Core? Whatever, and this and that. I'm like, I don't care. Because I already knew. And people were like, oh, you don't care, so you support this and that. I'm like, see, there you go. It doesn't matter what I say. Even if I said, unless I was on their side, like you were, and then you turned your back, you were the enemy all of a sudden. So it didn't matter what I said. No matter what I said, didn't matter to them. If I wasn't on their team, their side, then I was the enemy no matter what. So what the fuck? Why would I or anyone justify ourselves to try to prove something? That's what I'm trying to get at. And for the people that were on the BIP 110 saying all this stuff, all this nonsense, slandering people's names, Luke blocking everybody because he can't stand the heat, right? Cratter saying Sailor doesn't do anything. That's ridiculous. That's such a foolish statement. Spaceman, boom. Well, that's how I felt, VHF. I was just worried, but yeah, I'm here hiding behind the screen. All apologies. Yeah, and like I said, if you want to come up, that was your opportunity. I'm a big proponent of individuals coming on the show and speaking however they want to feel, and they don't need to show their face. And if they want to have a conversation or they want to articulate how they feel and this and that, I'm all for that. Quite frankly, I think it's a great way to either move forward or push past, or to even maybe I'll see a side that I don't fully see within the text, within chat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for that. And that's why I always leave that ticker down there. No need to explain, Streisand. A real apology is enough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the apologies accepted, Streisand. The apologies accepted. My kids were hurt a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. My kids were hurt a little bit. They said, Dad, you don't do that to us. They didn't understand. They were confused. Why would he say that for? And I explained it to him. My kids are based. They're not pussies. So I told them the truth. And it wasn't, I never said one word bad. Even at that night, I never said one word bad. I said, you know what, babe? I said, he's got some stuff going on. Fair, no disrespect. And I said, and I'm sure he just has some stuff to process. And then I explained, because my kids don't understand the BIP 110 thing, because, that's a little, that's above their pay grade type thing, right? So I was trying to explain it to them, and they're like, oh, okay, so he just believes in one thing, and you guys just believe in the other. I said, yeah, that's basically it. They go, oh, okay. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I agree. No need to explain. A real apology is enough. Exactly. I'm telling you, man, I felt like, why wouldn't you justify it? Yeah. Because I didn't feel like I needed. I don't justify, because for me, for myself personally, I don't justify myself to nobody. The only time I ever justify myself is if I feel like I need to justify myself. I don't allow other individuals' actions to make me feel like I need to justify myself. The thing with me is like this, like on a personal level with me as an individual is like this. I learned this a little later on in life, but I've really implemented it, and it's been one of the best things. Number one, always control. You can control what you can control. That's number one. Number two is set good boundaries. I set boundaries with myself as a man, as an individual, with friends, family, relationships, my kids, my wife, everybody. On here, I set boundaries. I set those boundaries because that's me being honest and truthful with myself, knowing that these are my boundaries and my limitations. Like when I speak to you guys and I say things, I don't just say things just to say them, right? I always do my best to be transparent. I always do my best to be 100%. I invite people, and I say I invite people. I invite people into my life by sharing photos, pictures, videos, live streams, my kids, my family. That's pretty transparent. That's pretty transparent. And when I say things, I don't ever say something because I feel like I have to say something to appease people. I am who I am. I don't fucking change for nobody. Like the backpacker that people see, the fanny packer, my kids, like we are like they're like, damn, you guys are really like that, right? That's that's something that I pride myself on, and my family prides ourselves on, is that we are 100 who we are. You know what I mean? Shit, we're not perfect, but you know, I was always for the kids, yeah, and so are all of us. So when the narrative shifted, what the fuck? How do you think my mind felt? Oh, crazy. 100% crazy. Probably feel like you got fucking played. And everyone attacked me. I just didn't understand. Anyways, I'm here. Sorry, y'all. Move on. Okay. Yeah, you're good, brother. I just want to apologize. Apology accepted. Yeah. I don't expect to be welcome back. Sorry, I didn't realize this. Speaking on the matter. Okay. All good, bro. You're all good. I'll let you do your thing. Take care. All right. Eclipse day. I know. I seen the eclipse thing. I don't think I can see it from here though. I think I didn't look at. I think there's usually like a swath. Oh, I didn't even check out the fucking blog height, bro. When did we start? I don't have my fucking book with me. I'll have to go grab it inside. Shit. What did we start at? I think we started at like 204 or something like that. But my bad. Eclipse day, yeah, yeah. Those MFers time that right during the eclipse, yeah. Yeah. Bro, our country's on fire. I got freaking the air quality here sucks. We got eclipses going on. My freaking AC went out. Like, what the hell? What the hell? I got my hat though, bro. You see that? Check that out. Look at that. I feel fancy. Not gonna lie. Wait, there's an eclipse today? Yeah. I guess there's an eclipse today. I don't know. I gotta look at. Usually, you can go online and find the swath path. I'll tell you what, my ass ain't seeing it here. I got too much overcast with these fires from Oregon and Washington, bro. These fires from Oregon and Washington are wild. Wild. Yeah. I thought the world went demonic, but it was all me going insane. So I gotta talk to y'all, hell to everyone. I just thought I was defending the kids. Yeah. I know your intentions were good. I know your intentions are good. There was a lot of people's intentions that were good, but they utilized that against them. That's what they did, is they utilized that as a weapon against them. And that's exactly what happened. You get what I'm saying? So the good thing about this, Streisand, is that you can take this, and everybody that's in your fucking circle, you can tell them to go fuck themselves. You can tell them to go suck your dick and kiss your ass. Because obviously those people, or they're victims too. But maybe it's a time for you to take this opportunity and recalibrate yourself, and understand that maybe those people, those individuals that you thought had your back and you thought that were doing the right thing, maybe they weren't. So it's time to do a little bit of reflecting on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Essentially, I definitely have an anger problem. Yeah, you definitely have that. I'll let you know that. But that's okay. We recognize problems, and then we figure out, right? Like, you recognize Bitcoin, right? There's a financial issue we got going on with the monetary system, how corrupt it is, and you see Bitcoin, right? Well, you realize that you have an anger issue. What are you gonna do about it? You gotta go talk to a therapist. You gotta talk to a shrink. You gotta put in work and do work on your end. That's part of doing your due diligence, right? 100%. We all see therapists here. Like I said, I'm open and transparent. I see a therapist, my kids, my wife, we all do. Because you want to know what? At the end of the day, in the real world, we all need therapists, bro. We all need some neutral party or someone to talk to or somewhere to blow off steam. That's just called real life. It's just called real life. Some of us maybe some of us don't. But I'm super pro. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. I think it's important to be able to get things out. God damn it. Stupid ass fly. bad thing about being outside. I sure as hell didn't see it. Yeah. I felt like I was walking through hell and no one was seeing me scream. Yeah. 100% right. I'm really sorry about the kids. I effed up. Yeah. Well, you did fuck up. You did fuck up, buddy. But just like I said, with that being said, and the things you said to everybody, and you know, you falling into the cult, because that's what it was, it doesn't mean that you can't correct what's going on. I'm not a believer that because someone did something, you know, they can't bounce back from certain things. And certain things, yeah, you can't bounce back from, right? But in this situation, the circle you choose to hang around with, the people you choose to hang around with, the signal chats and the text messages and whatever the fuck groups you're in, you need to reevaluate. You need to put yourself around positive people. You need to put yourself around Bitcoiners who are really Bitcoiners. I use this saying and I say it all the time. It's not really a saying. It's just something I say. Not every Bitcoiner is a Bitcoiner. Not every Bitcoiner is a Bitcoiner. The real true Bitcoiners out there, it's a small percentage. People who are about sovereignty, freedom, revolution, right? Not about number go up. Not about, oh, I just need somewhere to park my money, right? No, it's bigger than that. Bitcoin fixes a lot of things. It doesn't fix everything. But situations like this, when you're going to be in the Bitcoin community, in the Bitcoin space, you can't allow other individuals to infiltrate you, brainwash you, okay? You have to, like I said in this video, it's don't trust, verify. You have to verify everything you do. We've learned this with Cold Card. We've learned this with Bipshits. Not to you in particular, I'm speaking in general. We've learned this about everything within Bitcoin and in the real world. Don't trust anything. Verify it, right? And be optimistic. I've titled this in the title, Be Optimistic, for a reason, because there's too many people that are just doom and gloom and wary and this and that. Dude, Bitcoin isn't your life. Bitcoin's a tool. Bitcoin's is a utility. Bitcoin is money, right? But it's not your life. In the real world, you take your shoes off and you put your feet, and touch some grass, go fishing, go camping, hug your loved ones. That's real. That's the real world we live in. So don't allow Bitcoin to like just be like everything's Bitcoin, like everything's Bitcoin, and this person says it must be true and this and that, right? This is all this nonsense going on, and you can't fall victim to that, right? You can't. Yo, Jor for the scores in the house. What's up, Jor? Jor, Flipper she was stoked, brother. She was stoked. Flipper and Arnie. Flipper and Arnie. Wow.
Who's here?
Jor.
Jor for the mother score. Jor.
Coming in with a row of packs. What's up, Jor? If a person has to project terrible things on me, their argument is mute. Yeah, and that's the thing. So it's a psychology thing, right? It is totally a psychology thing, but it's also a self-respect thing, right? I can approach Jor. I'm gonna use Jor as an example. Jor's a great example. I think me and Jor agree on like a lot of things. There's some things we don't agree on, but do I project like you know? So I do think Bitcoin is a little political. I do think it is, but does that mean that I project towards Jor? Or maybe Trent likes certain types of music, so I project towards him? No, we have a civil conversation, right? And it's not always about even who's right, who's wrong, because that's not the way it works. We can agree to disagree, or we can circumvent or articulate our thoughts and opinions, and that's what it is, right? I mean, is that gonna like break up a friendship or a relationship I have with somebody? Fuck no, of course not. That's ridiculous, right? The thing is being level-headed and being able to properly articulate or stand on what you believe in, and then that's what it is. You let it be, right? You let it be. I'm sorry to the kids. Yeah. I mean, I explained it to them. Explain to the kids that Streisand felt he was a warrior protecting children. Yeah, I definitely will. Jor, boom. VHF, what's up? Salute. Whoa, what's that, Jor? What is that? Jor, what is that? Jor, is that a message that I don't know about? I don't know what that is. George trying to do instead of, you know how we have emojis now? You remember back in the day when you have to like make your emojis with different like characters and stuff? I'm trying to think, like, is that something? Is it a nose? I don't know what it is. Boom, George hitting him with a maple leaf. That's what's up. Nice hat, backpacker. Bro, Jake delivered, bro. Jake delivered. He delivered, bro. We're gonna get one for everybody. Fanny, the kids are all gonna get one. We're all gonna get one from Jake. So I told Jake, I said, Jake, you think you can get one for the household? He's like, I'll try. So I'm gonna put Jake to work. I'm gonna put Jake to work. Hey Vic. Yep. Our pets heads are falling off. Yeah. What is that? Dumb and Dumber? Our pets' heads are falling off. Oh, that's so freaking funny. Let me plug my laptop in. Hold on. Oh my goodness, it's hot out here, and I don't even have a beer queued up in the freaking fridge. I was like, should I have a beer? Yeah. I was like, oh damn it. YouTube chats are my therapy. Yeah, bro, YouTube. I mean, I'm telling you right now, dude. I tell you, when I do these lives, I literally call these digital journals. I just love chilling and hanging out, dude. Not everything's always Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like whatever. How's your day going? I like this time frame or this time because it's everybody. It's like late in the day. We did our stuff all day long, and we're just here to talk nonsense. And like I said, if anybody wants to jump on, you guys just jump on. Just say, hey, what's up, backpacker? Let me get on there. I got you. Jump on. We'll talk nonsense. No, I'm never speaking on the matter again. I'm just gonna shut my mouth and never share my opinion. That's up to you if you don't want to share your opinion, but yeah, you know, I don't know. SHJ, I'm just embarrassed. Yeah, don't trust verify, man. That's why my wife is a social worker. We all need help at some point, bro. I'm telling you, dude, social work is hard. Social work, you just see so much stuff. Like you see these people that work at these, you know, essentially social workers is what they are. You know, people that are doing Section 8 and EBT and you know, any subsidies, right? And the stuff they hear and see, bro, that's a lot. I always trip off how therapists do it. Like you got therapists that are just like full blown taking like 10 clients a day, or not literally 10, but you know, 7 clients a day. You figure 45-minute sessions, hour sessions, or something like that. Sometimes couples, and then you got to go home to your wife or your spouse or your kids, and then you got to. How do you decompress? Like these therapists all have to have therapists. There's no way they can do that and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go home. Cool. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee and I'm just chilling at home. Like, how do you separate that? I think it's insane. I think it's crazy. It'd be so hard. We used to kill innocent people in the military. Yeah. It's really effed up. Yeah, it is. War doesn't solve a lot of things. You know, well, it does. It solves things. It's, you know, obviously because there's an outcome, but there's a lot of heartache and pain that comes along with it, right? Yeah. Well, the question is, are you getting help? That's the question. I am 100% a bitch.
Who's that?
Streisand.
Oh,
You're not a bitch, bro. You're not a bitch.
Streisand, you're awesome.
Yeah, you're not a. You know, don't be.
Everybody could have their own opinions on things. It's totally good, dude.
Yeah.
You came back. That's what's up.
Yeah, don't be too hard on yourself, bro. Don't be too hard on yourself.
That's Superman.
Yeah.
That's like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I started the stream and I saw you in here before I went live, I said I looked over to my wife. I go, babe. I said, guess who's here? And she goes, who? I go, Streisand. She goes, really? And I go, yeah. She goes, oh, I didn't think I was gonna see you again. You know what I mean? I never said you weren't ever allowed back. You know what I'm saying? I always left that door open. We're all growing and improving ourselves. So yeah, it's important. It's important. you know, and that's the part about, I think there's all guys in here, right? And it's the same thing for women too. But you know, that's the thing about being a man is that number one, we never stop learning, we never stop growing, we never stop educating ourselves. You know, we never stop. We learn how to find laughter in our failures, or find laughter in things we do wrong in general. Or we, instead of saying, oh, I did this wrong, I did this bad, like, no, I'm going to do it better next time. Right. Or, you know, when you know someone's having a hard time, all it takes out of your mouth is to say, hey man, how's it going? I'm just checking in. Right. I do that with a lot of people. Maybe someone has a job interview coming up, or maybe Vic Shoot's wife, you know, she graduated to get her degree. Right. I don't have to ask about that, but I choose to. Right. George says, hey, I'm going golf over the weekend or whatever. Right on, George. Have a good one, brother. Be safe. And then what happens when George comes back on Monday on a live, or he's in the live stream on my live stream, I say, hey, George, how was golf, man? Right. It's taking that extra time, that extra effort, that little bit out of our day to just acknowledge other people beyond us. Right. Lauren Stern, you know, Lauren Stern's doing a lot of stuff with the vet stuff right now for his veterans website, and he's building that, and he's got a lot of stuff going down the pipes. Talked to him the other day, one-on-one video call, good conversation. Right. So we're all here in this, you know, VHF in his house. I mean, that was a conversation for the longest time. Right. But we finally got it settled, and we kind of know where VHF is at now with this house. So that's the part of community that I'm talking about. Right. Whether you got that with those other people, I don't know. But just like VHF said right here, we're all growing. Right. We're all men. We're all we're just trying to do our best to navigate this crazy world. That's a flying duck. I wasn't gonna, but I'm having a beer and fire and all. But look, I mentioned the beer, and look how good my wife is. I didn't have anything cold, but she says, here's something, and I put some ice in it. I said, shit. I'm like, damn, babe. Look at that. She was literally on the side over here just listening to me talk, and all of a sudden I look up and I see a beer slide over to me. You get what I'm saying? That's what it's about right there. That's what it's about right there. It's no joke, man. And the shit he sees and deals with, she decompresses me. To be honest, yeah. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing where we're grateful, right, Vic? You know, especially to have a spouse, you know, and kids, and a good connection, good relationship. I mean, I don't ever take anything like that for granted. I don't take my relationship with Fanny for granted. I don't take my relationship I've built with my children for granted. I don't take the things I do now for granted. I mean, I look back at myself. We can all look back at ourselves 10, 15, 20 years ago and be like, damn, we were doing some dumb shit, or damn, I can't believe I was doing this, or I made a mistake there, and how did I not know that? Right? I mean, that's just self-reflection. It's just self-reflection. That's all it is. Uh-oh, hold on. Freaking mouse pad's on. Noah, did you assume my gender? He's inside. Damn teenager. He's inside. Stupid autocorrect. Whoa, did you assume my gender? I don't know. What are you? Off ramp radio? What are you, sir? I teach their own, I guess, you know. But don't be swinging that thing over my way or towards my kids. Joe, I threw mad grenades at you. I apologize. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. That was wild. It was crazy. It was heated. It was heated. Jor, I threw mad grenades at you.
No.
All apologies. Noah built the ark and then put 2 of every species on the boat. 1 male, 1 female. There is no such thing as gender. There are 2 sexes. Yeah. I like that. VHF, that's true.
Oh, VHF is there?
Yeah, VHF. Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell Fanny you're here. Yeah, VHF is here. She was getting heated. She go, where the hell's VHF been at?
What's good, my guy? What's good?
VHF and Streisand on the same day.
I love
That's
that
awesome.
VHF. That's so true. That's true. There's only two sexes. I like that. Damn, VHF coming with the facts. Fanny knows what's up. Yeah. Cheers, y'all. Cheers. This is an NA. It's an NA. I'm, you know, NA when I'm on the show because I don't want to get all woo. Oh, freaking part start taking my clothes off or something. I was doing some dumb shit for real 10 years ago for sure. Not buying Bitcoin. Yeah. If only we knew. If only we knew, right? But I'm gonna be fair with y'all. So let's think here. How does this work? Okay, so let's think. Let me think back here. So Fanny and I got married, and then we were in the Bay Area at the time Bitcoin came out. And then in 2010, we moved to Hawaii. And then in Hawaii, we started our business, started the coffee farm and everything out there. And we were just kind of doing some other stuff, bro. Like, I wasn't even really on the internet a lot back then. Like, nothing. Like I was trying to build a business. You know what I'm saying? Bought my first house. Like, having kids, starting a family. So, like, my mind and my life was just in a whole nother spot. Like now I'm settling down a little bit because we got the kids already married, you know, got the house. You know, this is our second one because our first house was in Hawaii. Then we sold that with the property and everything, you know, and then in 2016, we had a hodler. And then when hodler came along, that's when Fanny got cancer. Fanny got cancer in 20. So like for the longest time, we were like so occupied with life and other things that I didn't need. And it being in Hawaii, you're like 4 years behind, you feel like, over there. Like, you're so delayed on what's going on in the real world. It's weird. It's hard to explain. It's a trip. I'm an off-ramp. I don't have genders. I'm concrete. Oh, you don't. I'm an off-ramp. Genders on concrete. You're a fool, Benny. LOL. But the thing was, I did know. I found out about it at oh, you did? Yeah, see, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't know anything about Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies or none of that stuff. None of that stuff then. Yeah. Damn, that's worse. At least I can say I didn't know. For you, that's a little bit of an owie. Yeah, you gotta put a band-aid on that one, brother. You gotta put a band-aid on that one. Fun fact, the word gender was coined by an actual pedophile psychologist named John Money. Look it up. Wow.
Do you want some?
Ooh, I'll have a strawberry.
There you go.
Thank you.
Trying to keep you plump.
Oh, yeah.
Beer and strawberry. I know.
Just dismissed it. Damn, bro.
Ooh, close one.
I'm not sure how that word gained traction. I don't know. I'm sure if I look it up, I could probably find some more on it. But with those kind of people, you know what I love about Idaho is we do death by firing squad here. So how does it work in Idaho? We just passed it, I think, last year, or I don't know, maybe it was this year. So in Idaho, we have lethal injection and death by firing squad. And I think, I'm not sure how it works. I don't know if there's a consensus vote or a vote on it, if it's either firing squad or a...
The only way they do the firing squad is if they are all out of...
Oh, okay, that's true. That's true.
That's what it
so is. A lot of people's executions on death row get put off because they say the chemicals or the whatever they inject you with is out or too hard to find or cost too much money, or they use all these excuses of why they don't do it, so they keep on bumping them out. So what happens in Idaho, if they don't have the lethal injection available, then they do death by firing squad. So that way they don't get prolonged. I think it's fantastic. I think they should do it publicly, personally. Can you live stream them? I don't think so. I don't know if it's open. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now. I gotta look it up. Idaho firing squad Is it? Let's find out. I'm gonna look it up right now. Is it public? I'm just asking, is it public? Because if it's not public, no. However, they're observed by designated witnesses and media representatives. No general access to the public. Members of the public cannot attend or watch. Media witnesses. Public surrogates. Limited number of selected news. Official witnesses. So what about friends and what about family? So it seems like media and witnesses are the only people that can view it. But what a family and friends of both victim and the condemned immediately may attend an execution idle, but access is strictly restricted to a limited number of approved individuals. Okay. The victim's family and the inmates. Victim's family, only family, and the inmates. Wait, hold on. No, it's only family. And you have to go through a background check and stuff. Why am I talking with this thing up here like this? The fuck? Yeah, so it's family only. That's kind of whack. I think if that happens, I think it should just be, the hell with it. Just the hell with it. No nonsense, no excuses for that kind of stuff.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and grab that whole bucket and bring it over here. You got to keep the lid on it.
Oh, so refreshing. So what's up, man? What'd you guys do today? What's up? Who wants to jump up on here on a call, man? Who wants to jump up on your call? I missed the masterminds the other day. I didn't get it. I freaking missed that one. Waste of ammo, execution, or axe work for thousands. Yeah. Or like the freaking guillotine or something like that. Waste of ammo, yeah. It's true. The thing is like, although we've become more civilized in regards to the way we do things in general, we've also become more pussy. Like it's like, heaven forbid you like scold your kids in public or like stuff like that, because they're gonna call the cops on you. You know what I mean? Like Idaho is a parent state, so you can do things like that. Like you can spank your kids, or like if your kids act out, like you can call the cops, and you can actually tell the cops like, hey, my child's like not this or this and that, the cops will actually detain them and take them for 24 hours. It's a trip, but I think it's great. I think it's great that you get support from your law enforcement here, and the sheriff's departments here in particular are really, really good. I don't know what to think about capital punishment. It's very complicated. Yeah, it is. I mean, I know where you're coming from, VHF. You don't want to wish death upon no one, right? Or no one should determine who dies, like, from a maybe from a biblical standpoint, right? I'm thinking that's where you're coming from, and yeah, like how we always say like I'm on God's time. Or people will say things like only God can judge me, or like things like that, and I think it all holds true. You know what I mean? But I always try to be open-minded with both sides, right? VHF, I don't want to be involved, but it does Dieter. What the fuck does Dieter mean? What the hell are you talking about, Trent? Does Dieter? Damn it, Trent. Yeah, I mean, I think it's easy to say until you're in a position to where maybe like someone got killed, and I don't know, maybe someone in here has had that happen, and I hope that's not the case, but it's like if something ever happened to Fanny or my kids, this and that, you're gonna be so damn angry, and you're gonna want it's like hell or high water, right? It's human error, and killing an innocent person is what makes it complicated. Yeah. Human error being the perpetrator, and killing an innocent person is what makes it complicated. Yeah. It's true. So do you believe, this is a good conversation. So do you believe that individuals who are incarcerated, regardless of the heinous crime they committed, should get a second chance, and there should be no death row? or life sentence, and they should be rehabilitated. I have love-hate for that one, because it's like, I am a believer that people can change, but there's certain acts and certain things that people do that just can't be forgiven and can't change. And I'm saying it without saying it, if you guys know what I mean. You know, I'm all for killing really bad. Okay, yeah. I would agree. I would agree with that one. Yes. Some smart guys said it's better 100 guilty go free than one innocent be executed. Yeah. To Dieter, is Dieter, not deter. Oh, deter. Oh, it is deter. Oh, it is deter. I'm just saying it. I'm saying Dieter. It's deter. Okay. Backpacker, figure it out. Discourage or prevent someone from doing something. Yes, deter. Yeah, I'm over here saying, I'm like, Dieter. That's another layer. Repentance and rehabilitation. Yeah, it is. I mean, and that's the thing, right? It's like, in order for me to hate somebody, you gotta. Not a lot of people in this world I hate. There's a lot of people I disagree with or choose not to associate with, or maybe love from a distance, or maybe even just disassociate with, or even just the amount of time. You know, when you get to that level and you actually understand the word hate, then I think it's different for everybody. But I think it means it's hard, because, like, you know, all these words mean something different for people, right? I mean, it could be your upbringing. It could be maybe someone just doesn't mean a word doesn't mean as much as another person. So I think it's really subjective, you know. It's in the eye of the beholder, essentially. But the rehabilitation thing is hard for me, because what's the definition of rehabilitation? Right? Like, what's the definition of rehabilitating somebody? You know, we think of rehabilitation as, you know, put someone inside of an institution, or, you know, go through therapy, or go through NA or AA meetings, and you're rehabilitating them. But is it really? You know, I feel like the best form of rehabilitation, and for rehabilitating an individual, to me, in my eyes, means that it's almost like it's a one-on-one. Right. So if you have an individual who's down and out or going through hard times, I feel like the only way you can rehabilitate an individual is to really almost literally put them under your wing, and to almost like babysit them, but not babysitting them in a manner of, like, you know, treat them like they can't do anything, but constantly be that it's like, you know, when you go to the gym and you have that workout partner that's always holding you accountable. It's like you need that on an intimate level, and that's a resource that's just not realistic, and that cannot be provided by any government institution or anything like that. It's almost like it needs to be an individual in that person's life. But then at the same time, is it best that that be a neutral party? Because if an individual has history or something like that, then that could also hinder the process. Right. It's an interesting topic. I mean, because you can come at it from so many different angles of rehabilitation. And then there's also the determining factor of, you know, some people respond or bounce back different from certain things. Like, some people respond and bounce back different by literally taking themselves out of a situation, moving to a whole nother city, a whole nother state. Right. Or some people want to play video games, or some. So it's not a one size fits all. You know, a lot of people find religion, you know, that's a very popular one. Forgiveness is also maybe the most powerful thing a person can do. Absolutely. Being able to forgive is a powerful thing to give, to be able to forgive. Forgiveness. Yeah, because, you know, you have some people who will say, in general, will say things like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't do this." And then it's like there's always that person in your life or your family, whatever, that always say, I'm sorry. I'm like, you fucking say I'm sorry all the time. Like, you only can say sorry so many times. You got to do some shit about it, right? You're right. It doesn't mean the individual. It doesn't mean the individual that was forgiving. You know, it doesn't mean his forgiveness is any less meaningful, right? But it's like if Fanny told me 20 times over and over and over again, pick up your fucking laundry, pick up your laundry, pick up your laundry, and then I kept on saying sorry. Well, it doesn't mean shit anymore, right? So it's like it's a total give take. It's a total give take. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. The most powerful thing a person can do. Yeah. And it's hard. It's hard. I think we've all been in positions in our life where we've forgiven people, but forgiveness is not easy. But like the saying goes, I can forgive, but I won't forget. And I think those go hand in hand. I'm not good at forgiveness. Hey, fuck it. I love the transparency. I mean, be honest, right? Some people aren't. Some people are. Some people are. You know, some people, you know, just it's just so it's such a personal thing. And some people just hold on to things forever. Like I'm not one to hold on to shit for forever. Like some people are like, oh, that happened like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, hell, even 6 months ago. And they're just holding on to the same thing, that grudge. Like, bro, you gotta forgive, but you gotta let go too sometimes. You don't mean you're gonna forget, but you can't hold on to shit. You just can't. An eye for an eye kind of guy. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's just so many situations and scenarios out there where you can implement these things or feel like this is how I feel, or this is what I would do, or this is what I think, or like this has never happened to me. How would I react? So it's just very difficult, you know. I mean, it could be a situation where it's like some tiny ass thing that gets blown up into this whole situation where you're at work or you're fucking flipping burgers or something, you know what I mean, or something stupid, or it could be something serious, like you guys know what I mean, and then you know that's on a whole nother level. So, yeah. I hold on to things and need to improve for sure. Yeah, I mean. But to be fair, it's like I don't know your history. I don't know things that have happened, and I think that is a variable that is very specific to the individual, right? It's just very specific to the individual, and you know, another great example is all the turmoil going on in Bitcoin. Right? Like, you know, we are a team. We are one, right? We're all fighting in some way, shape, or form. We're all fighting for the same cause for the most part. You know, I can't blanket statement that for everybody. Like, but when you see the constant negativity or the arguing and the bickering and then you see the cult stuff going on, and then you see it's like fucking Bloods and Crips, right? It's like, dude, these guys are just freaking going at it, dude. And it's just like, you know, some people feel like they need to partake in it, like I need to get my word in, right? And then some people just kind of recluse, say, hey, I'm chilling, I'm backing out, I'm chilling, I'm gonna take a step back from this. This is just a little too much for me. A lot of people have done that, and they're not wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, in their eyes, in those people's eyes, from that angle, no matter which way they shake the stick, you're not going to please that crowd. You're not going to please that crowd. And I got to do this for my mental health, right? That's just. What are the dots? What does that mean? We can. Oh, do you? Okay. Sheep, wolves, and sheepdogs. Yeah, hey man, that's one of my. Oh, let's pull this up real quick. Hold on, you guys, chill out for a minute. Hold on, let me switch this view. Well, what's up, Lauren? You guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm totally slacking on the wheel right now. Sorry if we don't do well. I don't know. I got the wheel up here. I don't have my paper out here and all that shit. So hold on. I'm gonna pull this up, guys.
You need me to go grab your paper?
Yeah. If you can, babe.
Yes, since I'm the producer.
my boss. Oh, hold on.
What? Dang, girl.
This is the one right here, bro. This is the one right here. This scene right here was gangster. Hold on. Where is that at? Where's that at? Okay, sheep, wolves, and sheepdogs. Yeah, this is the scene here. Let's play this real quick. This movie was dope. This movie was dope. It's horrible quality though. 132. Okay.
There are 3 types of people in this world: sheep, wolves, and sheepdogs. Now, some people prefer to believe that evil doesn't exist in the world, and that if ever darkened their doorstep, they wouldn't know how to protect themselves. Those are the sheep. And then you got predators. They use violence to prey on the weak. They're the wolves. And then there are those who've been blessed with the gift of aggression and the overpowering need to protect the flock. These men are the rare breed who live to confront the wolf. They are the sheepdog. And we're not raising any sheep in this family. I will whoop your ass if you turn into a wolf.
What's that?
But we protect our own.
Oh.
Oh, is it?
Oh, my hummingbirds are out.
If someone tries to fight you or tries to bully your little brother, you have my permission to finish it.
The guy was picking on Jeff.
Is that true?
Yes, sir. Yes, he was.
Did you finish it? Well, then you know who you are.
Here's a word of advice. I wouldn't put this down where Toga eats it.
It gives a character. That's the scene, y'all. Oh, okay. That's the scene right there. The sheeps, wolves.
Oh,
yes. American
yes.
Sniper, yeah. That's the one. Yo, what's up, Lauren? Lauren Stern's in the house. I have pulled out all the Bitcoin, pulled out of all Bitcoin content besides this channel. Channel is don't need the drama. Yeah, it's become a big a soap opera. Golden Girls. I only can listen to so much Bitcoin content sometimes. Like I have to like do it in moderation, right? Or it's kind of like a vibe. Like I have to like feel a certain way about it. That's why I don't talk. I mean, I don't really I talk a little bit about it. A little bit about Bitcoin stuff, but I just you know what I mean? Like, because I listen to it all day long, or I'll go through these little spurts and kind of dip in and dip out and stuff. But yeah, no, I got you 100%.
Was that unit that they suggested Mitsubishi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. Just listening. Right on, brother. Lauren, boom. No more speaking for me. Driving but listening. Yo, what's up, Vic? I got you, brother. Just listening. Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, and that's this scene right here. It could be taken in so many different ways, right? The sheep, the wolves, the sheepdog, the shepherd, however you want to, you spin it however, any way you want. I'm a believer of this. Old content is the trick. Yeah, that's true too, Lauren. That's true too. Yeah. All the stuff they put out is like pussy stuff now. You know what I mean? But we call it old school, right? And even though Lauren's obviously my elder, right? And there's things that Lauren has seen and respectfully so a Bitcoin Streisand as well as being my elder. You know, I mean, it's like you do have to protect your own and protect your loved ones, you know, and I think that's important, and that's in all aspects. It has nothing to do with like just your family or even, you know, hell, speak up for people or you know, have someone's back when someone's getting either mistreated, right? Like being a responsible firearm owner, right? You know, I have a firearm. I have multiple firearms. Know how to use them. I shoot them all the time. Clean them, right? Make sure I'm pumping them with good ammo on my my FAFO clips, which are the ones that I would, when I actually go out, and if I ever had to use them, I would use them. And then on my practice rounds and my, you know, when I go to the range or when I'm shooting targets, I use a lesser grade ammo, you know, just from a cost standpoint, but nothing that's going to inhibit my, you know, accuracy, or because ammo does make a difference, right? Anyways, the point that I'm making is this, you know, as being a firearm, you know, a responsible owner, having guns in the house, shotguns, rifles, handguns, right? Throwing knives, you know, all that other shit. When I take my service weapon out in public, I don't do it lightly. I see things that happen like in Twin Falls at the In-N-Out Burger, and I commend those 2 individuals. I believe there was 3 individuals that that whipped out their firearms and shot at the perpetrator. That's commendable, right? Those guys did not wake up that day and just decide like, hey, I'm gonna be going through my day, like they didn't be like, oh, I'm gonna go shoot people and I'm gonna have to go fucking, this gonna be national news. No, they didn't. Because you can't think like that all the time. But the thing is you be aware, and you need to keep your head on a swivel at all times. But be a responsible owner, a gun owner. And the thing is when you go out in public, you swear to defend yourself, you defend your family, and you defend innocent individuals, innocent people. You get some guy in Walmart, and I'm in there with my family, and he's fucking shooting up everybody. You get put in a position really quick, because the first thing on your mind is to protect your family. The first thing on your mind is my kids, my family, my wife. Okay? So you're put in a really awkward position. Where are you? Where's he at? Where's your family? Did you guys split up throughout the store? Hey, babe, go grab this. I'll go grab that. Okay? So you got all these different variables going around. You don't know who the shooter is, because everybody's a shooter essentially until you see the individual shooting with the firearm, right? Like if you're outside of a Walmart and someone's shooting inside, you don't know who the shooter is until you see who's shooting or get verification of who the individual is. Anybody can be the shooter. So the thing is always be aware, but always be willing and able to protect people, protect individuals. And there's a lot of people who own firearms that should never fucking own a firearm. I'll tell you that right now. A lot. And that's scary. Very scary. I was meaning old Bitcoin content versus the new stuff from like, oh yeah. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Yeah. I've been I've been trying to read a lot of old school papers like from Antonopoulos and stuff like that. I've been trying to read a lot of like old articles and things like that. I've really been trying to kind of go back to the cypherpunk days, the early Bitcoin days of when people were building or when people were creating and innovating and it was really cypherpunk. That, you know, that's what Bitcoin should be. And it's far from that now. It's just far from that. And I think that's like the best mentality to have, is have that cypherpunk mentality. There's too much noise, Lauren, right? There's too much. Well, I mean, think about it. I mean, think this was years ago, right? A lot of stuff changes over time. Advancements in social media, advancements in technology, and so I just think we listen to too many people, and we don't circumvent our own thoughts, or we just don't think rationally sometimes. And I'm not speaking like for me or us or you guys or nothing like that. I'm just speaking in general, right? Like sometimes too much information is not good. We only can process so much, right? And then a lot of people are not really good at being able to filter out noise. And some people just take everything in and they literally just absorb everything. Yeah, Idaho doesn't mess around, bro. That In-N-Out shooter was engaged. Bro, he was engaged immediately. Bro, everybody out here packs. I've never been to a state that I've seen so many. Dude, everybody's packing here. Everybody's packing here. When I first moved here, I was tripping. I was like, what the fuck? I go, dude, everybody's packing here. Dude, you go. So we have open ranges here all over the state. And Idaho is they're a big proponent of youth and guns. So I think because in Idaho there's no age restrictions on children and firearms, so your kids can shoot. They can't go into an establishment and shoot, but in at the open ranges where like there are these big fields with like pits and big backdrops and stuff like that, you can bring your kids, or your kids can shoot any age. There's no age restrictions here. Obviously, they need to be accompanied by an adult. And so I never forget when I went to the range, or we went out shooting one day. We were camping up the road. There was a place to go shooting. So we pull up there. We're, just blowing off rounds, having fun, drinking beers. And then I seen this little girl, dude. She must have been like 9 years old. And dude, she was shooting this monster ass rifle. I think she was shooting an M4. It was nice. It was sexy. And dad, totally military. Totally military. You can just tell mannerisms, right? You can just tell. And she was just blowing rounds, dude. And you can see it, boom, clearing it, freaking clearing it, boom, doing it. And then he had her doing drills. I'm like, what the fuck? This little kid's holding this monster gun. She's like, boom, boom. And I'm like, oh my God, that was amazing. I think it's freaking great. Too much noise. Fatigue after BIP 110. Yeah, it's just too much, bro. It's just too much. But I think we can all say this. The positive that's come out of it is that it's just opened up our eyes a little bit. It's opened up our eyes a little bit, right? From a security standpoint, it's opened up our eyes a little bit, and from a standpoint of just kind of be sucker free, drama free. It's opened up our eyes a little bit. Maybe things like this need to happen every once in a while for us to kind of realize and take a step back and just kind of reevaluate, recalibrate, and then go forward. You know what I mean? For me, I'm just doing my own thing, dude. Like, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be popular on YouTube. I don't give a shit about that. I really don't. I don't care. I really don't. I can be doing this today and not do it tomorrow, and I'd be just okay. But I do it because I do like talking with you guys, and I do like engaging with everybody, and I do care. I really do. I really do. And that's why I just talk about just random stuff. You know what I'm saying? So interesting how cold card hack and the BIP 10 thing happened days before an eclipse, right? And right near the bear market BTC cycle bottom. Yeah. It's it makes you wonder, bro. Tinfoil hat, full blown. Where I forgot it. I don't know where my tinfoil hat's at. I think I left it inside. Yeah. It just makes you wonder, dude. Sometimes, but then sometimes it's like, are we in our head and we're like, really? Wait. Are we just creating that? Or, I'm a believer in like certain things happening for like noise and stuff, where it's like it's like a distraction or something. I don't know. I have fun speculating. Just like with the Bitcoin price. The Bitcoin price is irrelevant, but I do it because it's entertaining to me, right? It's just entertaining to me. I don't know. It's like, I look at charts because it's entertaining to me. I find entertainment in it. Do I use that as like, that's my gauge for everything, what I do and why I stack sats? Absolutely not. But I do it because it's entertaining to me. I don't know. It's just another thing I could talk about with another fucking chart boy or whatever. It's just fun. But yeah, you're right. It is a trip. The universe never fails. No, it doesn't, Jor. No, it doesn't. The universe, it's a trip, man. Like the world, the life, the universe, time and energy. We talk about time and energy in Bitcoin, but time and energy, like in actual physical form, like life, like we're dying as we sit here. We're aging as we sit here. We can't predict the future. I believe things happen for a reason. I believe, the people and the paths we cross happen for a reason. I am also a believer that what you choose to do or to do with those relationships that you build, what you choose to do with them, that's a choice. That's where you kind of get into those little fork splits within the universe, right? And that's just the power of choice and free will, right? This is, you know, and yeah, you know, with the, you know, Joy, I always, you know, me, I always come back to the Earl Nightingale stuff. I got all of Earl Nightingale's speeches and talks on a hard drive, or on my in my cloud storage. Just because I feel like I don't know why. I just, you know, sometimes when individuals with a lot of wisdom, and I say wisdom with him, speak, sometimes it's a lot to decipher. Like, you need to listen to it over and over again. Like, you literally need to listen to it several times, you know, and then listen to something else and then circle back around. But at the end of the day, all of his speeches are all intertwined, right? They're all intertwined in one way, shape, or form. You know, I mean, you know, when we wake up every day and we roll out into this world, right? Like, yeah, we have the choice. We do. But with every choice, there's a consequence. You got to make the proper decisions, and just understand that if you don't make a decision by, you know, and you're doing this and you should have did this, and there's consequences, right? So, you know, and from career standpoints, or from standpoints of, like, you know, what do you do for a job or whatever? Like, you know, I could speak about George stuff because he openly talked about it, but with doing the financial stuff, and then taking a leap of faith and going right into Bitcoin content, yeah, scary. Doubt sometimes. Learn from our mistakes. Oh shit moments, but learning from them. Is it easy to go out and make a check on something that you have a 9 to 5 and you're doing it and this and that? Yeah, you can do that. But when you find a passion for something you enjoy doing, most people, you hear how people say, follow your passion. And some people call bullshit on that. Some people say, oh, you follow your passion, you're gonna fail. Right? And I was like, why do they say that for? Because, oh, I want to be a musician. I want to be a rock star. I want to be a gamer. I want to be an influencer. Some people just say some stupid ass crazy shit, and majority of them don't follow through with it. But, you know, like with things like with Bitcoin and stuff like that, like I mow lawns. Okay. I'm not building a house. I'm not a fucking engineer, not a plumber or electrician. Okay. I mow lawns. You could teach any monkey to fuck a football. Right? I'm not doing something that's like revolutionary that like not any fucking like high school kid can do. No, but over the years, over the time, I've learned how to cut properly, proper heights, how to properly do the irrigation, how to properly fertilize, how to have relationships with clients, how to be relatable with specific clients, because they're not all the same. Okay. I've learned how to do pricing. I've learned how to, you know, all these things that I've just learned over time. I've built this skill set where it's like, yeah, it may just be mowing lawns, but there's more to it than just mowing the lawn. Right. So over the years, and I've done more than mow lawns, you know, I've done all kinds of stuff in Hawaii. I mean, I should share my photos of some of the work I've done, but yeah, it's just, there's just more to it. There's more to it. There's always more to everything. Sorry, I'm kind of in and out here. Oh, you're all good, brother. You're all good. Minnesota is super odd for being blue state. There is no age on just shooting, just on buying. Oh, on buying side, 18 for long rifles and 21 for handgun, but there's no age on just shooting. Yeah, that's a fuck up. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, well here, like, yeah, here you need to be 18. Here is just 18 across the board. Here is 18 across the board. Like, you have to be 18 to buy any firearm here. You don't have to be 21, or you don't have to wait till 21 for whatever. You don't have to do any of that, but you do need to be 18. But here, when we can sell our firearms on private sale, and just literally hand them over on a verbal agreement. Like, hey, yeah, you can have it, brother. You give me, you know, $600 or $700 for this handgun. It's all yours. And that's it. I do have to call and say that I've revoked that in a sale. But here's the tricky part. I'm not required to say who to. The individual who receives the firearm is required to say that he received the firearm. That's a trip, huh? Dude, that was a trip. When I heard that, I'm like, wait, what? Nothing on paper? No, nothing. It's just like, oh, hey, here you go. But it's my responsibility to say I've relinquished this firearm to another individual. It's up for that individual to say, hey, I've purchased this firearm, or I've been given this firearm, and whatever. So it's a trip. They literally put in the power leave it into the people on transactions, which I think it's good and bad. It's good and bad. I think the cold card hack was Wolves doing inside. Yeah, I'm Simply Bitcoin did several good videos on some pretty good information on that, and I was like, I don't know, it's looking pretty true. I think maybe that Bitcoin 10 was just an aside. Yeah, I believe so. I think it's bigger than us. But I don't put anything past anybody to do nefarious things. You know what I mean? But on that level, yeah, could be. Or maybe it's just cosmic accidents by people. Yeah. Well, I mean, we want to sit here and say, don't trust, verify. I guess we got to eat our damn words, don't we? It's like people always say, stay humble, sats. It's like, sometimes I get tired of hearing that shit. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, it's like most people say that and they're not even about it. Or like some people will be like, oh, go touch grass. But then they want to be involved in all kinds of Bitcoin shit and then like not do anything like outdoors or for themselves. You know what I mean? So I feel like some of those sayings are kind of like, I mean, they're good, but I think some people just say them to say them. Either way, it's hard to totally discredit the astronomy of it. Yeah, I don't get into too much of that, but I'm a believer of it. I'm a believer of it. And I'm a night guy. Like, I'm a night owl. Like, I love nighttime. Like, I love just the calmness of the night. I love looking at the stars. I love the moon. Some people are like, I'm a sunrise guy, right? I'm not even a sunset guy. I'm like just a nighttime. I love the night. I love the nighttime. It's just so calm and relaxing while the world, or majority of the world, or your world in particular, is asleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get into all that. Clearly, I snapped at the world. It got to me. I've been going around apologizing for the realization I said nasty stuff. Yeah. I think astrology can make people do strange things. Yeah. It's true. The astrology thing, I think, is real, man. It's real. Yeah, I mean, because, we used, was it Galileo, I think? Utilize the stars of the universe as a roadmap, right? I could be wrong. There, but if you look at ancient civilizations, they utilize the stars as a guide and a roadmap and stuff. And it's a thing. That's a thing. We don't deep think like that anymore, though. You know what I mean? Like, we just don't. We don't. And it's going to get worse and worse over time. There's going to be a major shift in our civilization, man. It's going to be crazy. What do I know? I'm going back to listening mode. Please excuse my input. No, all good, brother. It's all good. Astrology for sure plays into it. Yeah. Fanny's because we're believers of manifestation, and we're believers of all that. I believe in energy and crystals and rocks and minerals and things like that. I'm a believer of all that. That's kind of just my namaste, my Buddhist side of stuff. And me and Fanny, before we got into like Buddhism and stuff like that, we would go off on people. We had no filter. We don't give a shit. But we found what works for us, and it's calmed us, and it's allowed us to be able to not act rash, to be able to be optimistic and try to find the good in things, right? Don't get me wrong, the old us is still there, and I would say that respectfully so for anybody. When it needs to come out, it comes out. So we namaste as fuck, but don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? But we can all be reformed, right? We can all. It doesn't mean you change who you are. It doesn't mean you're like you're tuck and tail. It doesn't mean that. It just means that probably just means you're growing up. I don't know. Everybody has good days and bad days, even good moments and bad moments. Yeah, and exactly. And that's the thing, is you control the controllable, and we can see. The thing is too is like when we speak to people, you can project outwards or you can project inwards, right? Like, or you can talk with people or you can talk at people. See, those are little things that a lot of people, and even us, all of us, we're all guilty of it. Sometimes we fall victim to and don't realize it.
Hi.
What's up, baby?
Chilling?
No,
not yet.
The Mayans and the Aztecs used to do their human sacrifice around eclipses. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I only knew that from Apocalypto, to be honest. Great movie, by the way. Hi, Fanny. She went inside the house. Hi, George. There she goes. George, hard to always catch your lives, but when we drive, Flip's always looking to see her radio. Oh, super cute. Yeah. Or they at least recorded art of sacrifice during eclipses. Yeah, that's a trip, man. That's the way Minnesota was until 2023. Damn. Hi, Tweety Bird. How was your Red Bull? I use astrology or my thoughts about it to help guide my market analysis. That's the cheat code, huh, VHF? VHF. And it has worked. Yeah. He's VHS pretty spot. Me and VHF are kind of aligned pretty much on our market calls. Have not had a chance to say hello yet, Streisand. There you go. It has helped for sure, Fanny. Yeah, Lauren. Sorry, man. Just came here to say sorry. I snapped at y'all. At y'all. I always respected you. Just when the BIP 110 thing happened, I went insane. I thought everyone was for child abuse, etc. I'm here to apologize, Lauren. Yep. I appreciate that, man. Well, you apologize a few times now. Time to enjoy time with the family. Exactly. Tweety Bird is demanding Red Bull for TikTok too. Huh? Killing it, Trent. Killing it. All right, so let's do. I gotta put a pause in the chats here. Let's get over here to the get to the wheel. Everybody's on here, by the way. So I got Lauren on here. Lauren, Arnie, Jor, Jack, Spaceman, BTC Streisand, Trent, and Vic Shoots. So we started off at I don't even remember where the fuck we started. Yes, Arnie is on here. And you know what? I don't even remember where we started off, guys. I think we're at like fuck. Let's just do 13. Because I don't remember where the fuck we're at. Or I mean, sorry, I think we're at 200. Because what time is it? 7:34. Yeah. So let's start off. Let's just start off at 200.
Gonna need to get more propane.
Oh, we're almost out.
Yes. Like how long my hair's getting now?
It is getting longer. It's gonna get more manageable. It's like it's at the awkward.
Well, we'll see what happens next Wednesday at my chemo appointment.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, maybe it was just because your brother and uncle.
Let's shampoo.
Maybe it's because your brother and uncle more so though.
Yeah. Maybe it's because those dirty Fiat lovers.
All right.
Dirty Fiat.
Yes, Lauren. So your witty bird talks, Trent? Yes, Lauren. Start at Genesis vlog. Looks like 796. Was it 796, Trent? Oh. Was it 796, Trent? Okay. Okay, so okay. Oh, he went back. Trent went backwards. Okay. So 796, 797, 798, $7.99. Wait, what did I write? Hold on. Wait. The fuck? Hold on. What's going on here? $7.96, my ass. You talking about $7.96, bro? I'm over here writing numbers and shit. You guys are so stupid. We're starting at 200. Fuckers. Coming in with the dads. Boom. Fanny's over here live. Or he's over here saying, Fanny! Yes. Okay. Starting at the Genesis vlog. Yeah, Vic. Hey, if you guys want to sit around and wait, I'm going to be a broke ass. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let me see over here. Share this tab instead. Where we at?
Oh, look at all my hummingbirds. I love you guys.
Yeah, Fanny's hummingbirds over here are going crazy. So we have a bench we sit down at, and we'll watch movies at night, have some drinks and stuff, and the hummingbird feeders are like right in front of us, and you hear them go right over our head, and they just eat right in front of us. It's super cool.
There's 7 of them.
Yeah, there's 7 hummingbirds. She's been doing this for about 5 years here now at this spot.
Yes.
At this spot we're at for 5 years. And, you know, hummingbirds are creatures of habit. So they'll come more and more over time as years go on. They'll come back more and more and more and more. And this is the most we've ever had. Yeah, she makes her own hummingbird food and everything. And, man, they're crazy. Hello, didn't like my random. No, I didn't, Trent. Shit. I was freaking actually writing. Look at, I was actually writing it down until I go, wait, hold on. Trent's messing with me. I was literally writing it down like a freaking doo-doo-doo. I told you guys know Backpacker. Your stuff always goes over my head. You can be like, oh, Backpacker, I think it was this number. I'm over here writing it down. And I'm like, wait, 700? We're at freaking 200. It's a Trent. Trent. Okay, let's get to some spins. Let me readjust this. Oh, I can barely see my face. Okay. I'll keep it like that for now. That's fine. All right, guys. We're going to be spinning. We're going to start off at 200. We'll end at 213. Let's do it. 200. Arnie. We love our fur babies here, right, guys? Arnie, congratulations, Arnie, on 200. I don't know if you guys recognize this pen or not. I'm gonna show it to you real quick. This pen is the same one Forrest Hoddle uses. I've been using this pen for years, and I realized the other day when I was watching his show, he uses the same pen. It's a zebra pen. My favorite pen. I love these pens. Yeah, it is OCD for sure. I just like the way it writes. It's just a good pen. I don't know what it is. You know, I don't know. When you find a good pen, it's just a good pen. You know? Spaceman, boom. Arnaldo. Woof. Arnie. All right, 201. Let's do it. Hold on. Let me go over here. 201. Getting hot. Lauren. Congratulations, Lauren. 202. Whoa, Arnie again. Wow, Arnie. Congratulations, Arnie. Arnie's one more away from Jor giving Arnie a reach around.
Oh.
203. Big shoots. You don't need to. You don't need to type, Vic. We know you're driving, brother. Don't be typing. 204. Streisand. 205. Off Ramp Radio, aka Trent. Congratulations, Trent. That goes to his Red Bull fund. Oh, Trent again.
Oh, teamwork.
Congratulations, Trent.
No, this is. I kind of saw a fanny packer.
I thought I saw a fanny pack. I did see a fanny pack. Lorenzo, thank you. You're welcome. Lauren, boom. Vicento. Vicento. Coming in with a row of, look at that, a row of Fuji films. Damn it, VHF. VHF is giving me verbal jiu-jitsu right now. What is this? Vittorio Toro. Oh man, I don't deserve that ever. For the kids, I was always was to them. And sorry, kids, you're more adult than me. It's all good, brother. We all can recalibrate. We all can recalibrate, right? That's what we gotta focus on this point and forward. Okay. We got to focus on this moment in time and moving forward. It's important. 207. Vic shoots. Congratulations, Vic. That's 2 for you, Vic. That's 2 for you. I like doing these all at the end. It's fun when you do like kind of like a rapid round. 208. Sure. Congratulations. All Satoshis matter, people. You like that? How it says that? All Satoshis matter? I think that's cool. 209. Vic shoots. Congratulations, Vic. Vic got 3. So he gets the official reach around. Congratulations, Vic. Congratulations. 210. Trent. Yo, what's up, kid? Congratulations, Trent. And Trent gets a reach around as well. Wow. Wow, Trent. Yeah. Yo, what's up? What's up, Kev? We'll get you up here, Kev. We'll get you up here, Kev. We'll get you up here, bro. I appreciate you stopping by, man. We'll get you up here, Kev. Kevy Kev's in the house, people. You guys know him. Kevin, boom. Yes. Look at Kevin. All right. We got 3 more left. Possibly 4. 211. Ooh, 211. I like those. Those are fun. Those will get you there quick. Come on, helicopter. Exactly. There we go. There we go. There we go. I like the spirit, Trent. Come on, helicopter. I like that. And he's got the helicopter, guys. Throw some helicopters in the chat, guys. Throw some helicopters in the chat for Trent. He got the helicopter. He got 4. Wow. Congratulations, Trent, on the helicopter. Wow, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Not everybody gets those. He's going to fly away. 212. Kevy Kev. Congratulations. All Satoshis matter, people. All Satoshis matter, right? 213. Let's do it. Jor, congratulations, Jor. That's 2 for Jor. Jor. Wow. Let's go look at the blocks again. Okay, we got 1 more. Looks like 1 more came out. So we'll finish on 214. Finish on 214. Wow, guys. Wow, breaking news. Wow. 214. Dang, Trent, nice. Yeah, exactly. Driving right now. Right on, brother. Right on. Thank you, Kev. I appreciate that, man, for stopping by, man. It means a lot. Dang, Trent, nice. Yeah. Trent got the helicopter. Wow. And you guys know what that is. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I think most guys know what the helicopter is, guys. Come on now. Come on, guys. You don't got to be shy. We've all done it at some point in our life. Okay. We've all done
I would do it.
Yeah.
If I had one, I
Yeah.
would do it.
I like that one gif of the elephant.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, his trunk's going around. That's
Yeah.
so funny. All right, guys. We're going to finish at 2:14. Was that 2? No, 2:14. Final spin. Let's go. Yeah. I like this. Hey, yo. Yeah. You guys are funny. Okay. Let's do this. Our final one. 2:14. Let's go.
Nice one.
All right. All right. Well. Well, good conversation, guys. That was a good one. Talked about a lot of stuff. Just having good conversation, man. Just having good a conversation like humans, like a regular human being. Just talking about stuff, right? Those are the best conversations. Just talking about stuff wherever the wind blows us, right? So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, so tomorrow, if I do a live, it's going to be a mobile live because I have to be in Boise tomorrow around this time. So if I'm able to do a live, it'll be a mobile, just to let you guys know. And then probably won't be for too long. Probably just touch base and talk some stuff for a minute, and then I'll have to dig. Yeah. So you guys know it's yeah, I'm gonna be with Vanna White tomorrow. I'll be with Vanna White in town. So you guys know the deal. We're here live Monday through Friday, and you guys don't leave yet because there's a video at the end. In case you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. It's a good one.
It's my favorite video.
It's a good one. Fanny loves this one. But Monday through Friday, 6:00 p.m. Mountain Time, and we throw vlogs out over the weekend if we can get to them because we've been really, really busy. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been slacking on that. I got to get back in the vlog game. Been slacking on that. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate your time and your energy. Appreciate the good conversation. It means a lot to me, you guys being here. It means a lot to Fanny too. She's crazy. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Pam. Love you guys. Right on. Love you too, Vic. Love you, all you guys, man. You guys take care. Get to the chopper. Yes. Helicopter. Yes. I love it. I love that. Dabbing in the helicopter. I like that. Yes. See? VHF. Love the video. Right on, man. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, it means a lot to me, man. So you guys take care. You guys have a wonderful evening and stay tuned.
The U.S. government can't go bankrupt because we can print our own money.
It obviously begs the question, why exactly are we borrowing in a currency that we print ourselves? I'm waiting for someone to stand up and say, why do we borrow our own currency in the first place?
Like you said, they print the dollar. So why does the government even borrow?
Well, again, some of this stuff gets, some of the language and concepts are just confusing. I mean, the government definitely prints money, and it definitely lends that money, which is why the government definitely prints money, and then it lends that money by selling bonds. Is that what they do? They sell bonds. Yeah, they sell bonds. Right, because they sell bonds and people buy the bonds and lend them the money. Yeah, so a lot of times, at least to my ear with MMT, the language and the concepts can be kind of unnecessarily confusing, but there is no question that the government prints money and then it uses that money to, Yeah, I guess I can't really talk. I don't get it. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, because it's like the government clearly prints money. It does it all the time, and it clearly borrows. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this debt and deficit conversation. So I don't think there's anything confusing there.